My name is Levi. I am 24 years old and I am working at Rebels as a game and virtual reality developer. I think what interests me most about virtual reality, or immersive applications as we call them at Rebels, is the whole immersive factor. It's just you being able to immerse yourself in a whole different world, in a lot of different experiences, just doing things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do. So I see virtual reality being used in businesses mostly for training and educational purposes. What you see very clearly already in the literature is that when someone trains with tools like VR, they experience it a lot better and they learn a lot better and quicker instead of learning through pen and paper, for example. So one industry that it is really helpful in, for example, is construction workers. So imagine you're a construction worker and you have to do a training on height. So you have to take special equipment with you and you have to be able to identify certain scenarios which could possibly be harmful or even fatal to either yourself or the people that you're working with. And VR is a perfect tool to learn how to identify these possible scenarios without the need of actually needing to play with them. And this is not only the case for construction workers, but for a lot of different companies. We had a client, for example, who worked on a new piece of tech, and they wanted to display this tech on a big show, but usually they bring a lot of people to the Netherlands to start working with the tech, which costs a lot of money, of course. But now they just took a few VR toolkits, they send them throughout the world with our software, so that everyone was already able to play around with it and learn how this new machine was actually working, which was in the end, of course, a whole lot cheaper than getting everyone to the Netherlands and having to pay for them for around a whole week. The favorite VR project I've worked on was actually a game. It was a game where the whole world was completely dark and cold and you were not able to see anything and you had to escape. So it was some kind of an escape room. And the only way for you to be able to actually see something or see a glimpse of the world was by creating visual sound waves via throwing objects around or, for example, hitting the wall with a stick or with your hand. So the time frame of this project was around half a year, and the technologies that we used were Unity in a combination with C# and also the HTC Vive as a headset for the virtual reality. I don't really think VR is going to have a big impact on any type of or specific industry. I think it's going to have a really big impact on everyone's day-to-day and personal lives. Because nowadays everything starts to become more and more digital. We have online conversations, online meetings, we see each other less and less in person. Also with the metaverse, which is upcoming right now, being able to go shopping online in a virtual storeroom, for example. All these things are going to have a really big impact on our day-to-day lives, and I'm really curious to see about how it's going to expand in the near future.